Hi, I'm Paul Berry, founder and CEO of Rebel Mouse, and you're watching Behind the Brand.
Hi, I'm Brian Elliott. Welcome to another edition of Behind the Brand. Today I'm here with founder and CEO of Rebel Mouse, Paul Berry. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Let's go back to 19-year-old Paul Berry. And if Paul was 19 today, what kind of advice would you give to these people who are thinking about becoming an entrepreneur? You know, a lot of people watch this show. They're in either the struggle right now or they're getting ready to graduate and they are trying to do the thing. What advice would you give them?
I'd say that the most important thing to obsess about is the people who you're choosing to build your future with.
Team.
Not just the team below you, but really the people above you.
Mentorship.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Like if you're 19, so for example, for me, I remember, I don't know, God, being 19. But if it was 19, but in those early times, you're going to sometimes have a choice between a job that pays better but is less interesting or a place you're going to learn more. And I think if you basically, money should be the last part of the equation. And it really should be about where are you going to learn and who are you going to learn from. So for example, a couple of years into HuffPost, Washington Post still seemed so much bigger than us. They were 2x our traffic, and they were 20x the reputation and legacy and importance. And they started to recruit me as CTO for Washington Post, and it was a huge compliment. I quietly took a train just to go meet them. I was happy at HuffPost. On the train back, I thought about Jonah Peretti, Ken Lear, the crew there, and I thought that regardless of what Washington Post will pay me, is that this is where I'm learning. And I think that access is so important. So you might say, oh my God, well, I get to work with this genius. But do you get to, how much access do you have? Do you get to really work on it? Or are you going to be given a task? Or do you get to go to the board meetings? Those types of things I think really build. Because ultimately, I think it's very personal, but the way that I did it is that when I was ready to fully start my company, I had proven relationships that made the starting of that company more possible. So I have so much admiration for literally the kid at 19 with no connections who can still manage to do it. But often a way to do it is to work your way through there and prove yourself with relationships that then people believe in you. Because you're going to probably need investment, and in the early stages of investment, it's about someone believing in you.